Hiya. I've got another mental health message thought for tonight. Didn't think I'd be able to sleep without giving you this message. I've got Herbie with me to help me give the message. He's staying with me for the weekend. Known Herbie for about 5 years. Had him when I was married. I'm living single now, but I have him over for the weekend from time to time. So I'll tell you a little bit about Herbie. He's a rescue dog. When we first got him, it was in quite a bad way. He'd been battered about, he'd been abused in all kinds of different ways, and he was a real difficult dog to have. Since we've had him, he's completely changed. He's a great dog. He's really caring. He's really loving. He's got a different life now, because he's had a lot of love from us, really, and he's had all his needs met. He gets fed, he gets walked, he gets watered, and are you going to sit there? He's going to sit there. So really, in terms of mental health, using him as an illustration, I suppose that mental health issues are caused when life just gives us a battering, and it affects the way that we think, the way that we are, and the way that we live. And we live in a constant state of probably just feeling battered by life. And I guess a lot of people with mental health struggles begin to accept that cycle, that they just stay in that state of mind where they constantly feel battered by life. And what I've been thinking about today is that in terms of breaking free from that, we need to raise the bar. Because, I don't think that we're meant to live in that state, just living day by day, feeling battered by life and just getting by. I think that we're meant to live in wholeness and fullness and enjoy life to the full. Okay, so I want to think today about how we move from a state of a bad state of mental health to a place of wholeness and to a place of healing, where we should be. What is wholeness then? What is wholeness? I guess wholeness is when we feel at peace with ourselves, when we feel comfortable in our skin, and when we feel strong enough to handle the situations that we face in life, and when we feel confident and strong enough to face everything that life's going to throw at us. It's great, isn't it? Okay, so what I wanted us to think about is, what is it in life that causes us to be battered? Another cycling mug. What happens to us in life when we get into that state and into that condition where we just feel battered all the time? What things in life batter us? We talked yesterday about the power of the spoken word. And maybe over time, from us being young, we've received negative words from other people. It might be teachers that have taught us at school. It might be our parents that have spoken negative words to us. It might be people that we've been in relationships with that have spoken negative things to us. Things like, "You're useless, aren't you? Can't you do anything right? You're pathetic. You can't even do that, can you?" Some of those things roll off our tongues pretty easy, don't they? And I reckon we're all guilty of saying things like that from time to time. And there's real power in one word, isn't there? That can linger and stay deep within us and affect us. So the word useless is a powerful, destructive word that can stay with us and that can batter us. Just one word. That when words like that are repeated time and time again, that can cause us to struggle with mental health issues and with the way that we see ourselves day by day. So maybe it's some of those things that people wrestle with. Self-image and the way that they think about themselves. What about other things that bust us up and cause us to have mental health issues? What about broken relationships with people? That can cause a lot of issues in people, lingering issues that affect people for the rest of their lives. When you've been in a relationship and it gets broken, and part of you gets broken with it, and maybe you get in another relationship and that happens again and a little bit more breaks off of you. Maybe there's another relationship after that. And some people are really affected by these things, aren't they? Some people aren't. Some people don't give a monkeys. They just get on with it, which is great. But there's a lot of people that get hurt in relationships. And as I say, things like that can linger and stay with people. The differences in people, okay, can cause people to have severe mental health issues and problems. People that feel that they just don't fit in with everybody else and with society. People who are a little bit different. Maybe you're a little bit different. Maybe you feel as though you just don't fit in. You don't fit in with everyone else. And that causes a tension in you. And it causes you to have some negative thoughts. And maybe you're locked into those negative thoughts because you feel as though you don't fit in. And what we talked about yesterday was lots of people having mental health issues, lots and lots of people. Maybe we all have to manage our own mental health issues. We've talked about self-management. So I'm going to share some personal things with you again now. I know people like to hear personal stories. So I've talked about going through a marital breakdown, going through divorce, and the effects of that on my mental health, which was a struggle. But you know, the biggest struggle in that for me is kind of walking through life in that, having gone through separation, because it doesn't only affect myself and my ex-partner. You know, I've got 3 kids, and that breakdown and that breakup affects the family. And that is so tough to live with, a marriage breakdown, because it breaks the family down. And you've got to learn to live with that and manage it. So in myself, okay, I don't fit in with most people. So for instance, I go to work and I work with some great people that are amazing people. I think they're fantastic. But in that office, there might be 6 of us. And if there's 5 people that are all married, happily married, with families, which they are, and I'm there by myself, and I don't have my family. I'm separated. My kids have grown up. Don't see that much of the kids anymore. Then I'm not like the others in that office. I'm different. And I've got to live with that kind of breakup, that feeling of brokenness that's affected my family. I've got to learn to live with that. So if I dwell on that all the time, I'm going to be a broken person. So that's my mental health battle. You know, everywhere I go, whether I go out for a coffee or I go for a walk or I go for cycling with my mates, I'm surrounded by people that seem to live a normal life. They're married, they've got kids. They don't have broken relationships like I've got. Broken family when it comes to Christmas and times like that, when it comes to weekends and families are getting together and I'm going cycling with my mates and they're talking about, they're having all the family round on a Sunday for Sunday lunch and mine aren't coming round. I've got to manage that. I've got to manage it in my head. Even when I go to church, I'm surrounded by people who are married. I'm surrounded by families. And even in church, I don't fit in. I don't fit in. How do I manage that? I'll tell you how I manage it. I'm happy. I'm happy in my own skin. I'm happy with who I am. I like myself. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. And I'm going to be gentle with myself. Okay, when I'm going through a bad time, I might be a bit harsh and I might be a bit hard. Sometimes I need to be a bit tough with myself because sometimes I'm an idiot. I say wrong things, I do wrong things. But if I do that all the time, I'm going to be battered. And I'm not going to choose to live a battered life. I could talk a long time about troubled living, difficulties that I've personally gone through. I've shared enough with you now. I'm not going to share any more. But I've learned to live in a way that I can accept myself for who I am. I can be gentle on myself. I'm happy in my skin. I've accepted myself for who I am. I've accepted myself in the situation and in the circumstances that I find myself. If I don't accept myself, then I'm going to be battered. Okay, so I've come to a place of healing. And I've got to fight for that healing all the time because a battle rages in my mind. And we thought about some words yesterday from a book called Romans, which is in the Bible. Romans chapter 2, verse 12. And it says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So, you know, the first thing that tells me is that I don't have to conform to the pattern of this world. I can be me. I can be different. I can celebrate who I am. And you know something? If you've got mental health issues today, you do not have to conform to the pattern of this world. If you're going to get to that place of healing and wholeness, you have to celebrate who you are. You have to celebrate being different. Being different is fantastic. I actually love being different. I love it. People put all sorts of pressures on me. I've been living by myself for 2 years. And you got a girlfriend yet? Are you going out with anyone? Are you in a relationship? You know what? I'm different. It's a bit scary, really, because I don't even have a desire for a relationship. For some reason, at the moment, I am just happy as I am, by myself, in my own skin. I am happy. But there's always a pressure there. Haven't you got a girlfriend yet? No, I haven't. I'm happy. I'm just happy for now doing what I do. Because I don't have to conform to the patterns of this world. I can be different. Okay, but within that, once I accept that, I've got to be transformed by the renewing of my mind, because my mind is constantly bombarded and battered with messages of how I should be in life. I should have a girlfriend. I should be in a relationship. I should be doing this, 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 and this to be normal. Well, I don't want to be normal. I wasn't created to be normal. Okay, I was created to be me. And you were created to be you. And so what I want to ask you tonight is, will you get a grip with who you are? Will you accept who you are? Will you celebrate who you are? You know, I love this thought. I love it. I love this. Okay, this thought that I am created and that I am made in the image of God. That's what the teachings of the Bible tell us, that I'm created, I'm made, I am special. I am made in the image of God. No one's going to take that away from me. Okay, so you might not believe what I believe. You don't have to. I won't ever want to force my beliefs on you. But I want you to believe that you were made special. You were made unique. You were made beautiful. You might not be beautiful on the outside. I'm not that beautiful on the outside anymore. I used to be beautiful, but I've got a few wrinkles now, a few frown marks. Okay, but on the inside, there's beauty. And on the inside of you, there is beauty. And so I want to ask you to celebrate who you are. Move towards wholeness. If you're broken, move towards wholeness. Aim for wholeness. Be complete. Be fulfilled. You are awesome. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I think it's worth doing another meditation now. You know, we did a meditation yesterday. Why don't we just do a meditation and say, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Speak positive words over your life, over your being. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I'm great. You know, the world tells you to tell yourself that you are not great, but you are great. Speak those words to yourself. I am great. I am great. I might be different, but I was made for purpose. I might be different, but I was made for purpose. I can be healed. You see, life breaks us up. Life breaks me up. But I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to stand strong. I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to be awesome. When I get on my bike, I'm going to be awesome. Lads, when I ride with you, I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to ride for you. I'm going to ride with you. When I go through life, I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to get alongside people. I'm going to be awesome for you. You can get alongside people. And you can be awesome. And you can rise above it. You can rise above those things in life that come to pull you down. You can rise above. You can rise above. I'm going now. Good night. God bless you. I can get to sleep now I've done this. Have a great night's sleep. Have a great day tomorrow. I might see you again sometime. God bless you. Love you. You're all right.